Hey there! Welcome to Road Less Traveled 2026, episode 57. Can you believe it, Bry?
No, time's going by so fast.
Yeah, this is crazy. So we got a really cool show lined up for tonight. We're going to talk about all the new music that we got blessed with in 2025, and we're going to kind of look ahead to what's coming out in 2026. So, Bry, how's your new year starting off?
The same as before, but God's still good.
God's still good. Yes, absolutely. So, any New Year's resolutions, goals, whatever?
I don't do those.
You don't do those?
No.
Right.
I always fail anyway, so.
All right. So, what are you listening to this week?
Well, I don't know. A lot of people might not like this, but I've had like 250 songs written, just sitting around on a piece of paper and on my phone. And so a friend of mine sent a song that's made by AI. He did a gift for his boy. He wrote him a song and let the AI do the music. So I thought, I'll try one. And it actually came out pretty cool. So all of a sudden I got a bee in my bonnet and I ended up getting 16 of them. So I'm calling it Through the Storm, the AI project. That way there's no, hey, you didn't tell me it was AI.
Yeah.
But man, there's pretty cool songs. And I'm going to get ideas from it. I'm not going to copy it per se. But yeah, there's some really cool ideas that I'm going to come up with our own We Are Resolute style for my lyrics. But it's, hey, that's a good idea right there. We could try that in the bridge, you know? So it'll still sound like We Are Resolute. It won't sound anything like what I've sent you. And I was reorganizing my basement because I had to move the carpet and the little pool table over to the other half where I'm not finishing.
Right.
We're going to do drywall and we're building walls. John and I are doing all the walls. We have one wall and one door to do, an event area. But I just put on my phone, I put it onto my Bluetooth Marshall amp. It's about this big. Sounds pretty cool too. I love Marshall. But anyway,
yeah.
While I was cleaning up, sweeping, moving things, I just had my AI music playing in the background. And, for a little bit, I forgot it was AI generated. Whatever they did on the program I'm using, it sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I played one of the tracks you sent me for a guy at work, and he thought it was pretty cool sounding. So.
Oh, which one did you send him? Do you remember?
I don't remember. We were at work. We were just talking about AI, and I said, okay. Check this out. And I played it, and he was like, wow, man, that's actually pretty good. So.
And the writer is pretty cool. I'm just kidding. It's just cool to hear my, within like 5 minutes, to hear my lyrics on music like that. And I typed in 80s hairband, metal, and if I wanted it to be a ballad, I put that on there. Mm-hmm. And the AI actually talks to you, not verbally, but in a chat.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this. What do you think? I'm like, yeah, go for it. Like you're talking to a person. So I'm not opposed to AI, and I'm talking about artificial intelligence. Actually, we've been using that for a long time. It's just computer programming.
Yeah.
But this new stuff that's happening, it's possible that there's demons that are going to be involved. But
yeah, I've heard a lot of weird stuff, man. I've heard a lot of weird accounts.
Yep.
I'll be honest. If I'm on, like, this year, I did 12 songs of Christmas on Facebook and Twitter and X, and I was going through, found some stuff that I thought was pretty cool until I realized it was AI. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, you're doing it for your own like edification thing, and that's cool. But I'm kind of opposed to people putting out music as if it's something they did.
Right.
Saying, here's my song, and it's on YouTube, and it's out, and it's like, no, you didn't do that, man. A computer did
deception. That's deceiving. That's why I called mine Through the Fire, because all my lyrics are about the pain and suffering I've been through and what other people would be through. So I want my lyrics to touch people.
Yeah.
And I put in parentheses the AI project.
And I love that you do that, because a lot of the stuff that I was finding this year, especially, sounded really cool. And then I look in the comments and they're like AI, and I'm like, oh, come on, man. I'm not promoting that.
I found one group on Facebook that's AI friendly, so that's the only place I really post it other than my own private wall. And I made that video. Let me do it.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess we could probably do a whole episode on AI music, but
Right.
what
That's a good conversation starter.
did you have any CDs you wanted to share for this week, or is it just the AI stuff?
We'll just jump now.
Because I got 3 that I'm listening to, and then we'll talk about the new stuff.
All right, I've been listening to the last guests.
Yeah.
Music. So that's good. Oh, and I did. I don't want to ruin it. I'll talk about it when we talk about this year's stuff.
Right. Okay.
So I think that's it. I think I listened to a little bit of Van Halen in my car when I drove to buy groceries.
Okay. So I too am listening to Les Carlson's new album and my autographed copy. So
yeah, you had to brag about that, huh?
Yeah, I had to brag about that. So I'm really enjoying this. Been wearing this one out at work. Been letting coworkers listen to it. Excellent stuff.
Don't let them borrow it.
No, I'm not letting them borrow it. They wanna have it. They got to buy it.
Yep.
So then I got this one here. I've been listening to the Images of Eden. You know, we had Gordon Titsworth.
There you go.
And that was his band. Is his band. And prayers for him. He's got some health stuff going on. He's been sharing about it on Facebook. But good stuff.
Hey, you know when you find a band and you're not too keen on them at first, but then they grow on you?
Yeah.
That's Images of Eden for me.
Yeah.
They're very good.
I didn't realize it was an EP until it ended so fast. And I was like, that was too soon for it to end. And I looked, it's an EP. So I got 5 songs. But there. And
hey, just for the record, We Are Resolute will never, ever release an EP.
You've heard it here, folks.
If it's going to take that much work, I want to put as many songs on it as I can. I think one of ours has 14 songs.
Wow. That's nice. So. And then I got Jacob's Dream I've been listening to. This one is Drama of the Ages, and Chaz Bond, a friend of the show. He's been on a couple of times. He does the vocals on this one. Really good stuff. Highly recommend this one. So that's what I've been listening to this week. And I guess we're going to start talking about what's new, what was new for 2025. So what do you got for?
How do you want to do this? Me do one, then you do one, or just?
Yeah, we can go back and forth until one of us runs out, and then the other one just picks up and runs.
All right. So I've already shared this one, but we had Les and Joyce on for a second time, and I'm telling you, what a privilege to have those two on here. Just, it's always a blast, and I can't wait to have them on again.
Yeah, so, I agree.
I love CDs because you get all of the credits, and the one thing I taught my daughter how to do, I know we mentioned it before and things, but always open up the brand new thing.
Smell it.
Uh-oh. And then in this one, it slipped out. I get a collector's card.
Yeah, I got one of those too. It's really cool.
Isn't that sweet?
So, Rox has been doing that. So I've got, I think, 3 or 4 of those
and
now.
Girder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So what do you got?
So this has been fun. Bride. This was earlier in the year and made a lot of noise in the metal community. A lot of excitement for this one. It's a double album.
Autographed.
And I'll tell you what. Of the modern era of Bride, if you're looking for definitive Bride, you're looking for Snakes in the Playground or Kinetic Faith Bride, this is it. You listen to this, and this is definitive Bride.
Saving time because we both have this one.
Yeah. So highly recommend this if you haven't got a hold of it yet. It's got some great songs on it, very listenable. One of the albums, you can just listen through over and over, and just good stuff.
Hey, the one that starts with a W, but it's not my band. Raise that one up, and we'll do it together. Nope, not mine.
Not yours. Which one? Worldview. I don't know. I think it's back there. I didn't pull it out.
But you do
yeah,
have
I
this
have
one?
it on my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one's got some good jams. My favorite tune on here is Invincible.
So who sings on that?
I hit repeat. There's some girl or woman. I don't know her name. But Dino Elefante and George Ochoa, how do you say
George Rene Ochoa, yeah. He's a metal veteran, Christian rock and metal. Great guy. Got to see him perform live at Immortal a couple of times now.
He's a feisty fella too.
He is. If you want to have some fun, go check out his Facebook page. He does not pull any punches.
No, he does not. So I'm pretty tame. If anybody knows me and thinks that I'm aggressive,
yeah,
I know I can be, but I love everybody.
So
these are my enemies.
So do you want to talk about this one? This was a 2025 release. We Are Resolute. Bryan, tell everybody what they're missing if they haven't gotten this yet.
Man, I'm telling you, and you know what? Even if this wasn't my band, I'd be like, you need to go out and buy this. To me, this is our To Hell with the Devil album. This is our 4th album through Rox Records, and we finally found who we want to be. And this album is good. It seriously is. I can pop this on, forget it's mine, and just jam. It's really, really good. And Dale kicked the butt. I think I did okay on vocals. I'm still trying to train my voice more. So if anybody knows a good vocal trainer that's not like monthly subscriptions, I would like a video or DVD or something. Drop me a message. But dang it, I'm really tired. What's the artist name again?
There you go. We Are Resolute.
No, the artist for the artwork.
Oh, was that Scott Waters did that?
Nope, he did a layout.
He did layout. Okay. See,
I'm drawing a blank, and I know this guy's name.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
He's gonna kill me because I'm trying to advertise him, and I forgot his name. Something Traveris Trip. What's the first name? Doggone it.
I don't recall.
We're live. We can't edit this. It's got to be in the credits here. Raphael Traveris Trip, right? Trip. He did Bride. He's done many people's art, but I gave him like chicken scratch of a soldier on his knees and gave him all the details he needed. I drew up a mock drawing of this, and he blew it out of the water, man. We've had people say that this is one of the best album covers that they've ever seen.
Yeah, that's a really great cover. And that's, again, why you buy the CD. You don't get that on Spotify.
Nope. Look at the detail. He did all of the one thing I didn't tell him to do was that sunshine coming out of there, and it's perfect. That's like the Holy Spirit comforting the dude, which that dude is any Christian that's going through a battle. We have to have the full armor of God on. And you have to rest, right? He's not giving up. He's resting. And as he rests, the Holy Spirit's coming upon him. But the battle's still going on. He's not running away from the battle. But you got to rest, you know? And I just think, man, the artwork on this thing, we are really pleased with it. And I think one of my go-to songs, 2 of them are Thunder of God and Full Armor. But there's so many, like Heaven Draws Near. When hell or the devil or the flesh or just life itself is attacking you, God will draw near to you. You just have to submit to him. And the one that Broken Dreams, song number 10, I was sitting in my condo after my wife died. And you know, in movies, you can picture people like ghosts of the past.
Yeah.
I could see my wife doing dishes and smiling, and I couldn't handle it anymore. I had to get out of that condo. So I wrote that song based on that experience sitting in the living room, missing my wife. So,
yeah.
So this one here, I'm really trying to push it more. Got to push it real good. So if you like melodic, Christian rock, hard and a little soft at times. This one's really good. I think this is more rocky. What is your opinion of?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely. I wouldn't call it metal, but definitely Christian hard rock.
Okay.
It and I don't want to compare it to any secular band, but if you like Guns N' Roses style of music and that kind of rock, then would definitely like this.
So go buy it at roxrecords.com.
Okay, here's another EP that dropped this year. Last year rather. So we are in 2026 now. This one came out in 25. Fear Not. We had Larry Worley on the show, and really, really, again, phenomenal, good hard rocking CD EP. And spoiler, we'll talk about when we get to what's coming next. There's a part 2 to this that's in the works right now. So,
oh, really? Okay, good.
Yeah, Larry was on today announcing it on Facebook. So,
cool.
But check this one out. Don't miss this one. It's an EP, but it's got some great songs on it, and it's got a cover of Blue on Black that's pretty cool too.
I like the artwork.
Yeah, artwork's great. I mean, again, that's what you get when you buy the CD. You don't, you get the artwork, you get the liner notes, you get the lyrics, you get all that fun stuff.
Yep.
And you're supporting the bands. That's the main thing.
Exactly. And we push that on this show.
Yes.
Especially We Are Resolute. I'm just kidding. So another one that I got, they ran out of these in America. And so Eli Prinzen told me in a private message where to get this. And I think it's from Germany, right?
Yeah. You had
Europe.
that imported, right?
Yeah, Europe. So it's actually, what it is a live recording of their rehearsals. And now Saint was good before Eli Prinzen got there, but for some reason I hadn't caught on to how good they were. So maybe because my focus was somewhere else. But when I found out that Eli Prinzen was going to be on here, I became an instant Saint fan. So it doesn't mean I said all that so it doesn't sound like, oh, they stunk before Eli. No, it's not what I'm saying. So the other one that I have, since we're on the Saint thing, I got to take it out of the plastic, is from the Immortal Fest. They had the live coverage, but the live coverage was okay. So what they wanted to do was edit it themselves.
Oh,
so that
great.
you have the right stuff going on at the right time according to what the band would want.
Mm-hmm.
And this DVD, over here, everything's opposite. It's really cool. It's got the band members. And
excellent.
Yep. So I've watched this DVD twice. So if you're looking for a good DVD to play, to buy, to have, this is really cool.
And Reap the Flesh is the name of the DVD, or is it?
I think that's the song.
The song. Okay.
Yeah, this is just immortalized at the BMI Live.
Immortalized. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is really cool. So if you're a Saint fan, get it. And if you haven't been a Saint fan, become one.
And we had Eli Prinzen on the show, and we had Richard Lynch on the show from Saint. So Saints
Two
friends
cool
of
dudes.
Word Less Traveled. We're always happy to support and promote what they got going on.
Exactly. And that's all I have from 2025 because it was a low finance year.
All right. So I don't have anything to show for these, but German Pasquale in Sweden, you may recognize him. He did a Narnia album a number of years ago.
Oh, wow.
There was one album where Christian Liljegren was left the band for a bit. And then German Pasquale came in, did vocals. Phenomenal job. Love the album. And then he did a solo project on his own. I think it was a self-titled album. And now he's getting ready to release another album. He dropped some songs in 2025, and we're waiting for the CD to actually be complete so it can come out. But this music is coming out in 2025, and because of time zone differences, we've been in talks with German about coming on the show, and we're trying to work out the time zone issue because there's about I think it's like an 8-hour time difference between us and him. So we're trying to get that figured out. But looking forward to hearing that new album when it drops.
Here's another one that's coming out this year that I've already pre-ordered. I found the advertisement on Facebook. I don't know if anybody can see that. Petra.
Yes.
Hope. So first CD released in how many years?
It's been a long time. I think Jekyll and Hyde was the last studio album.
Yeah.
And I got to hear a track off of it, and it sounds great. I mean, John Schlitz, top of his game still.
Is that hard to see?
Yeah, I really can't make it out.
Okay. Looks good on here.
Yeah. Wolves at the Gate had an album dropped in 2025. I encourage you to check those guys out. They're a Euro band, and they've got a really metal sound that some growly lyrics and some clean lyrics, clean vocals. But they're kind of like if you like Demon Hunter, you'll like Wolves at the Gate, and then Demon Hunter also dropped an album in 2025. So check them out. And another friend of the show, we had Larry Dean on from Triton.
Oh, yeah.
And they dropped Alliance, which was a best of album in 2025. So another one I would strongly suggest you go out and check out. And Weapons of God, who are friends of the show that we had on talking about their new album. That came out in 2025. So, and all of these guys were talking, most of these guys, not all of them, but a lot of these guys were talking about, you can check them out and you can see them at Immortal Fest each year because they're still coming out. They're still playing. They're still active. So excited that these guys are coming out with new music and they're getting a chance to go out and play it and bless audiences with their.
Now we're working on getting Troy Thompson from Bride too, but they're pretty busy right now. So we're still working on whatever date we can try to get Troy on because we've had Dale once or twice, right?
We had Dale on once. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we need to hear from Troy without Dale.
Yes, I would love to. Troy definitely is somebody I want to get on the show.
Yep.
Let me pull up my calendar real quick.
All right.
And we can talk about who's going to be coming on. So we've got on the 11th, we've got Metal Mike coming on. He's got some new music that he's dropping that we're going to get to play some tracks for. He sent me some music, and so we'll get to listen to some of his music and then talk about it. And then on the 18th, we've got Matt Sasson coming on. Sassano? Yep.
I think that's how you say it.
Yep, Matt Sassano or Mike Sassano.
Yep.
Probably Sassano. So found out that he lives not far from me here in Knoxville.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'll probably be reaching out to him before the show. And then on February 8th, we've got Papa Bear from the Papa Bear podcast. He's got a show very similar to ours. We share a lot of the same guests and topics.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to having him on with us to promote his podcast.
The only thing wrong with his show is he doesn't have a good looking co-host.
Well, thanks, Brian. I didn't really put that
way. Just for everybody to know, he doesn't have a co-host. Is what makes it funny. That's my dry humor.
But yeah, so that's gonna be neat. So let's jump into comments. You want to read their comment for tonight?
Oh, there's only one so far.
Just one so far.
We love you from Kenya and Africa. Well, that's cool, Kevin.
Yeah. So Kevin and I have been, chatting on Instant Messenger a little bit.
Thanks
here and
for
there.
watching.
Great. He's a pastor, great guy, loves
Cool.
the Lord, does music. So he's been following the show for a while now, and he's a great brother in the Lord. So thanks for being on, Kevin. All right, so what's coming up new for 2026? Is there a double album? I've been hearing rumors about something.
Oh, for We Are Resolute.
Yeah, is that?
Oh, I don't. I'm not saying anything about a release date. To be honest, we're building my studio, our studio in my basement, and so everything's a mess. Like behind this curtain here,
Mm-hmm.
there's a little guy from Wizard of Oz. I'm just kidding. all my drums are all like stacked up. All of our equipment, nothing is ready for recording at all right now. So we'll see what God does. We'll get that done, get it all set up, and then we'll start working on stuff again. But we do have quite a few songs where we've got like the rhythm guitar, the temporary vocals, and stuff like that already in place. We do have one song where we have Dale Thompson's vocals done. It's called Romans Road.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody knows the Romans Road, it's a list of Bible verses from the book of Romans that shows people how to come to know the Lord. It's just if you don't know, it's just an easy way to follow step by step to make sure that the person's understanding what they're believing in. So it's not a miracle concoction. It's not some miracle prayer. It's just part of the scriptures that seem to make sense, and I've always used them. So, but what was I saying? But we are planning on a double album, and just to let everybody know, it's kind of like I'm sneaking in a solo album in with it, because the one album is going to be my vocals only, and John does bass on like 2 songs, but my friend Jason Beavers is going to do bass for both albums, songs that John hasn't done bass on yet. So the one album is going to be, and I'm still going back and forth on the title, the name of it. It's so creative, it hurts my head. But it'll be cool. So Jason's going to he's all excited about doing it. Did the bass on Romans Road, and it came out really good. He said it was a practice one, but I think it might be good enough or not good enough, but it'll be excellent for the project. So that's a dude we need to get on our show, Jason Beavers.
All right, well, book him and let me know, and I'll put him on the calendar.
Book him, Dano.
Book him, Dano.
So yeah, we're working on a double album, but don't get way too excited right away. We do have. I tried that. What's not the Kickstarter? What's the other one?
Oh, GoFundMe.
Yeah, that really doesn't work too well.
Yeah, you got to do a Kickstart.
Yep.
That's the way to go.
So I'll have to look into that more, because I know you have to have items to give certain donors.
No, I mean, you can. So What you can do is you'll have tiers of giving.
Right. Okay.
So the minimum would be like they get the CD, and a little more they get the CD and the download.
And an autograph.
And then you can, if you want to give somebody an opportunity to write lyrics,
okay,
do artwork, or get their name in the credits as a producer.
Yeah.
You raise the tiers and offer them that for a lot of money, like $500. You get to have a songwriting credit, and something like that.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's a lot of guys have been really successful. I've supported. I think Les Carroll's Les Carlson's new album was kickstarted, and I supported that from the beginning, and so it's a good thing. Randy Rose, who we had on the show, kickstarted. Mad at the World kickstarted Randy's other band, and so a lot of these guys are doing the kickstart thing, and it's a good thing, because what I like about it is if the goal isn't met, nobody pays.
That's good.
You only get charged if you support a Kickstarter. You only get charged if the goal is met.
Okay.
And then the project goes through. So with GoFundMe, funny story about GoFundMe. Remember Kevin Max from DC Talk?
Yeah.
So there was a story that came out a little while ago that he did a GoFundMe and raised a lot of money, and people felt like they got robbed from him. So I'm not saying he did or didn't, but there were some people that were not happy with the outcome of what they
Well, we've
thought
had
was
two
important.
donors, and I've written their name down so I know who they are, and they'll be taken care of. Unless I die or something. I don't if I die, don't get on John Machma about it.
Hey, Brian Dale Ransberger's here with us. Hey, brother.
Speaking of Brian, he's on this album. He and I do like a duet thingy on the song called Anyone, song number 9.
Cool.
That was a lot of fun. And we really did a decent job, just it was fun in my basement with the actual singer there instead of how we do it with Dale and all these other people.
Mm-hmm.
They just send it. I mean, that's cool. We can do that. But we were able to like, hey, what if we try this? Hey, yeah, that's good. Or we try this. So it was really fun getting the layers of the vocals down. It was really fun.
And I was blessed to get to meet Brian at Immortal this year. It was really cool. So good to see you on the show tonight, buddy.
And you're shorter than him.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. So what's coming up in 2026?
The only one I'm looking for is my pre-order of Petra.
Okay, so that's big news.
Yeah, I don't know any other ones except isn't it Bride working on something?
So what was that? You cut out for a second there.
Is Bride working on anything?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I saw a Facebook post today that Dale left that said that he's working on new music.
Woohoo!
And
Awesome.
Dale said, "We hobbits got to stick together." I said, "Yes, sir, brother."
Who said that?
Brian.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah. So, so Bride's working on new music. I know when Dale was on, he said he wasn't going to release any more CDs, but we've heard that before. So I'm hoping against hope that there's some more CDs coming. They did something really cool a couple of years ago. They did an album of covers, and they released it on a thumb drive.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I have that thumb drive, and then what I was able to do with that is pick the songs I like the best off of it and make my own CD that I could play in the car. So that was pretty cool.
They're all pretty good. They're all good, but you have your likes and your dislikes. Yeah,
and you've only got so much room on a disc, so it was a lot of songs. So, but yeah, really great thing. They're all on YouTube if you want to check them out. But I encourage you to get the thumb drive because I'm sure they're still available through bridepub.com. So Luke Easter was on with us a while back from Tourniquet and from his solo project. And today I got to listen to a song that he collabed on and sang on with a group called Platoon 1101, I think it is. So not sure if that's going to be a new album coming out, if that's going to be something that it's going to be a whole new thing, but definitely excited that there's some new Luke Easter music out there. So be on the lookout for that. Brian said, pray for a limited vinyl nostalgia release. I talked to Bill at Rocks a while back, but we are at the back of the line. Oh, excellent.
That'd be cool.
Yes. So if that comes to fruition and it looks like it's going to be coming out at some point, we'll have to have you on to talk about it and promote it and get the word out there. So that's exciting news.
And Brian could be almost famous like me.
We'll probably damage his reputation by having him on the show.
I always joke with people. So they're like, "Oh, you're famous?" I'm like, "Well, almost famous."
I forget who it was. There's a song, "I'm famous when I'm dead." That'll be.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, I think it's a Bride song. Fear Not. I shared the EP earlier. Well, they're working on the part 2 of that EP.
Oh, that's good.
So that's exciting news. We're looking forward to that. That's always great music. They got a really great sound, good hard rock sound. And I saw today a post from Robert Sweet that he's laying down drum tracks for the new album.
Cool.
So that'll be a new Striper release coming out in 2026.
Hey, Richard Lynch just told me, I said, earlier today around 6:20, I said, do you guys have an album coming this year? And Richard Lynch just told me, we're writing for one, but doubt it will be done by the end of the year. Not sure. So that's how we are too, and We Are Resolute.
Yeah.
Not going to rush this next project. I want it, because when you do one that you think is your best one, you don't want to nosedive. So if it takes longer, that I don't care. I just want to honor God with what we do, you know?
Well, Brian says he ain't nobody. You're somebody to me, brother. So we're glad that you're around.
Yeah, thanks for joining the Dork Club.
And also exciting news. I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago. I don't know if it was 23 or 24. Martin Simpson's Destroyer of Death was a big release. And I would put that top 3, if not the best album release of the year that came out. That thing just blew me away. He had Rob Rock singing on it.
What's his style?
It's just good metal. It's metal. Okay. I would say
rock on it. Melodic
metal. And yeah, obviously Rob Rock's the voice of melodic metal. So yeah,
that's right.
So that's got Rob Rock. So this time around, he's working on a new project, Destroyer of Death 2, and he's got different vocalists this time. But I'm as good as that album was, I'm anticipating this one to be fantastic as well. Because and I don't say this lightly, and I don't just throw things out there. Destroyer of Death, absolutely top 3, if not top album for the year for me.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
When that came out, it blew me away.
Are they on Rocks or Girder?
Not real sure. I don't want to turn my back on the camera and look real quick. But
go ahead. I'll keep them occupied.
All right, go ahead.
I'll do a song and dance. He likes to not be rude, but it's okay if we get the information. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. We actually didn't have a topic until about 2.5 hours before the show. And I was like, why don't we do a year in review and then the anticipation of 2026? And Paul's like, yeah. So that's what we're doing.
We kind of talked about doing this last week, doing what's coming up in 2026 kind of a thing. This was self-produced.
Oh, good.
Eternal Rain. This was self-produced. It's 2023 Martin Simpson music. And this is the extent, it's got some extended version of songs on it. And so really excited that there's new music coming out from there. Okay, so that's what's new. That's what came out in 25. That's what's new coming. So get out there and support these guys, because, what happens, Brian, if we're just streaming and burning discs from each other, and what happens?
Well, for our case, for We Are Resolute, we're not making any money. So I've spent so much money, like my wife's insurance money. I spent some of that, but I do it trusting the Lord, because there's people out there that need to hear the lyrics, and we all go through trials for a reason and a purpose. And I feel like my sufferings and stuff are for the reason of the gospel and the kingdom. So what happens is, if you don't buy stuff, so there's a 300 CD release for when we did all of our albums, but let's just use this as an example. So if none of them sell, how long do you think that Rox Records can continue forking out money to get it produced? Right? If he can't afford to produce our CDs, well, obviously John and I can't afford it. So we'd have to find another means, and it could take us 3 or 4 more years to get one out. Like our first one took us about 4 years to finally, get it released. But that was thankful to people purchasing it, and then my banner just fell.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
There's ghosts. Ah! But anyway, if you don't support, it all falls apart. And so that's basically, I told John, I said, we're not making any money, but and he's like, and we both agree, we're not in it to make the money. It's a ministry, but if we can make some to give us back something that we've spent, that'd be nice. But if the money's not there, then people can't produce things. And if they can't produce things and we can't, it's a snowball effect. So that's why we always tell everybody on our show, you got to support the bands. You have to, because if all you're doing is borrowing or stealing from us, how can we afford to keep going? We couldn't.
Yeah, and I think there's a misconception, and you hear the music and you hear the production quality and you hear all the great everything that goes into it, and you think, oh, these guys are just a Christian version of whoever, who are millionaire rock stars. So these are Christian millionaire rock stars. And most of the guys that we've had on our show, and there's a few that make a living off of the music and doing very well for themselves, but a lot of the guests that we've had, they got jobs. They go to work 9 to 5 every day, 40 hours a week, and then they're doing this as something that they love to do on the side.
Yep.
Knowing that they're not going to get rich from it, knowing it's not going to be something that's going to really supplement their income. They're doing it for their love of the Lord.
Yep.
And, so it costs them, a lot of times it costs them more to make the music than they ever get back.
Yep.
So that's why it's so important that we support by buying the music, by promoting the music, by saying, hey, listen to this, go buy your own, or buy it for somebody as a gift.
Yep.
If you know somebody likes that style of music and you're thinking about, oh, their birthday's coming up or this thing's coming up and I got to do something for them, get them the album. Bless them. They'll thank you for it. I'm telling you.
Put Brian's last comment up there.
I'll put the one before it first. Brian's been teasing Martin about singing for the new album. So is that a tease or is that like a valid offer, man? I think you sounded great on War. So most money Nostalgia made was $500, $100 per band member. Wow, big money.
Brian, I got a real quick story to tell you and everybody listening. So there's this guy that owned a meat packing company in Holland on the south side. And he's like, hey, we want to have you guys play this concert. It's going to be great, blah, blah, blah. We're going to light the stage up like a Christmas tree. Well, we get there. There's nobody in the audience, maybe 12 people. The stage is a bunch of garbage. And the band that we were opening for got paid and we didn't. And I was so irritated. I just said, John, if you want to take care of it, you do it. I'm done with this guy. He promised, and nothing happened. Well, about 3 weeks or so after I told John to take care of it, he pulls up in my driveway with this box and he hands me $12.50. And then inside the box, there's a lasagna, some prime rib, whole bunch of meat, and the price tags are still on it. So everybody got $12.50, all 4 band members, $12.50, and then the rest of the money worth meat to individuals. So I had my in-laws over for they used to watch our daughter when she was an infant, and they were the only ones that ever watched her. So we wanted to give them a good meal. So my wife took some of the meat that we earned. So we got paid with $12.50 and meat. I'll never forget that.
That's pretty cool. And I'll tell you, it's perception too. you got to be careful of, like, you see somebody with nice things. Don't assume that they got it because they're bilking believers. When I was in Florida, I was pastoring a church. It was a very small congregation, and I was getting a very, very small salary because the church was so small. And so I had a decent job. I was bivocational. I didn't earn hardly anything from the church, but I had a good job that I worked 40 hours a week or more. And so not long after I took over the church, I went out and I bought a 10-year-old Camaro Z28 just because I wanted one. And it was 10 years old. It wasn't very expensive. Looked really new. And the perception I didn't realize was that people thought I was making so much money off the church that I was able to go out and buy this fancy sports car. And what they didn't know is that about what I was tithing to the church was just about what my salary was. So I wasn't making any money there. And it was not a very expensive car, but I found out later that people thought, oh, look, he's making so much money off this church. He's buying this fancy car. So, you might see one of your favorite musicians with a nice house or a nice car, but they're probably working for it. They probably have a real job besides the music, and they bought something with the money that they're earning from the sweat of their brow.
Remember when the Xbox 360 came out?
Yeah.
They had that contest where the bottle caps from Mountain Dew and Pepsi and stuff had codes on them, and each code was worth points. Well, dude, if somebody would have said, oh, look at him, he's making all that money off of his ministry because he's got an Xbox 360. And back then it was like big and hard to find.
Yeah.
I actually won one. I went to every gas station in my area and asked, hey, can I go in the bottle room and grab all the Mountain Dew bottle caps? Yeah, go ahead. Man, and people were giving to me at break time. And I had one guy, he gave me one bottle cap. And after I won, I was really excited. So I was talking about it. And he goes, what do I get? I looked at him like, are you psycho? You gave me one code. What do you mean, what do you get?
You come over and play.
Well, he gave it to me. And at the time, he didn't care if I won or not. He just gave me a cap. And then he expected something. Human nature is hilarious, man.
Yeah, it really is. So, none of us are doing this for, this show. We're not making any money off the show. We do this because we love what we're doing. We do this because we love promoting the bands. We love having guests on and their passion for music and for ministry. And so, don't think that me and Bryan are making money off this show either. This show costs me money.
Yep. But we are trying to get it monetized, so help us.
I mean, if we do, we do.
If we don't,
we'll do this as long as the Lord lets us, whether we make money or not. But it costs me money to do this show every week. So, but it's a blessing and we enjoy it. And so, do not send donations. We're not asking for that. But
we're going to have a Jerry Lewis telethon.
Yes. We're the only ones doing this. And if you want to keep us on the air.
Here's another funny story for you. When I was a kid, now remember, I'm a very creative person. I'm a cartoonist. I'm a songwriter, a guitar player. So this creativity, if not kept under control, can be used for evil. You know the Jerry Lewis telethon, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got the idea of really creative. I got a jar and I put on there Jerry's Kids, and I went around the whole neighborhood collecting money, and then I went and bought some Atari 2600 games with it.
How old were you when you did this?
I must have been 12 or 13.
Okay.
And my mom found out. She goes, where'd you get the money for that? Because I had a stack of these cartridges. And I told her, and she's like, Bryan Lewis, get in the car. And she made me go give the money back to every house I could remember.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for your mom.
I don't know how I got into this storytelling, but I thought it was kind of fun that it flowed to I could tell these funny stories. Bryan, thanks for sharing yours too about how much money you made in the band and stuff, because that helped the flow of the funny stories.
Yeah. So $500, $100 each. And that's another thing, man. If you're going to a show and you weren't put on the guest list, you're not on the guest list.
Yep.
The bands know who they want on the guest list. Pay for the ticket. Probably they're getting enough money to cover their gas.
Yep.
To get to the show. And so support them. Buy the ticket, buy the album, buy the merchandise. Speaking of which, Anchor merchandise. Where can we get your stuff, man?
Anchormerchandising.com.
Okay.
That's for all of the t-shirts, and like they have mouse pads, and man, they have lots of stuff that, I requested. Robert Scott, his dad died, and forget what number, but he had his dad's birth year as the number of this baseball jersey, and it says "We Are Resolute" on it.
Oh, cool.
So it's like a baseball jersey, but like the team is "We Are Resolute." That is so cool. And I know it's because Robert was going through some hard times, and we were there to help support him through prayer and stuff like that. So, and I shared a lot of music, a few songs with him and his family, which it was really cool. And then he read the lyrics to our song "Heaven" at his dad's funeral, which was an honor.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. The music's entertaining and it's fun and it's exciting, and it's who doesn't love going to a rock concert? But at the end of the day, for these guys that we have on the show, for Bryan, for myself, this is about ministry. This is about promoting Jesus Christ. We're promoting the bands because the bands promote Jesus.
Yep.
When I'm sharing music, I'm not sharing anything that doesn't glorify the Lord, because that's what this is about, man. We're about promoting the bands that promote Christ.
Exactly.
And that's why, what's that, Bri?
I said exactly.
Yeah. And so when we have guests on, we love that they're making music. We love that we're fans of the people we have on. And sometimes there's stars in our eyes because we're so blown away that we're getting to actually talk to somebody that we listened to for decades. But the real reason is it's because it's ministry.
Yep.
When we had Les and Joyce on last week, and something they said just really touched me and just really brought me down to a level. Is he was talking about how they collect people for their circle to help them do their ministry, not to promote them, not to lift them up or enrich them. And they said it themselves, they're not getting rich off this stuff. They kickstarted their album. I mean, they're not, record labels aren't banging their door down saying, record with us. They ought to be, but that's just not the way the music industry works anymore.
Yeah, we talked about that in a couple other episodes. How it's changed.
What's that?
We talked in a couple episodes about how the landscape of music has changed.
Yeah, it really is. It's really not good.
Nope.
So, but the thing he said was that they collect people in their circle because they know that and they pray that God would lead people to them. And they said, you guys, us, me and Bryan, you guys are part of that now.
Woohoo!
And that was like, wham. I mean, that humbled me and made me feel so wonderful to be loved. That this show is being used of God. Yeah, loved. And that this show, this little corner of the internet that we're on, is being used by God to get the word of Jesus Christ out there, to get the truth of the gospel out there, and to help these people that have the bigger platforms to get more noticed and more opportunities to preach and to minister and to lead people to the Lord.
Like we've said before, Paul, we started this thinking we'd do a basic Bible study and maybe 15 or 20 people might jump in. Next thing we know, Rex Carroll's on here.
Yeah.
Just as one example. And we're not putting these people on a pedestal, but like you said earlier, you referred to, these are people we look up to as far as what they're doing for the Lord in the ministry and the music's fun. So it's something that we like. So when we're sitting here thinking we're just going to do a Bible study, then next thing you know, God's dropping all these people that are in the music business onto our show. Afterwards, Paul and I are like, can you believe we just interviewed so-and-so? It's really cool.
Yeah. And so it's all about the Lord, though.
Yep.
And that's what I want to make sure everybody understands, that what we do here, what the stuff that we do beyond the show on Facebook and on Twitter and on TikTok and on YouTube, it's all because we want to promote the gospel. We want to see
God did this, not Brian and John and Dale.
Yeah. All of this is a God thing.
Yep.
So shameless promotion. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. This way more people get if you think this is beneficial, if you think this has merit for spiritual merit, share it, like, subscribe, let people know we're out here doing this because we love the Lord. And that's all I have to say tonight.
Don't get mad at people for being excited about God.
Yeah.
Because seriously, I've had people go, you shouldn't be idolizing so-and-so. And I'm like, I'm not. Here's the deal. Here's God. Here's his people. People that are actually obeying God are exciting.
Yes.
And we're just excited about what these people of God are doing. So what are we supposed to do? Put a tie on and a 3-piece suit and go, I'm really excited about the kingdom. I couldn't live like that. And I don't believe God wants us to live that way. If something's exciting, look, I'm a big time sports fan. And I go to the stadium and a touchdown happens. I'm jumping up and almost falling on the row in front of me. Why not be that way with God? Someone got saved. Woohoo! There's a video that came out a long time ago where this entire tribe, they've been ministered. I forget how long they ministered, but the Christians that went to them, what are they called again? Missionaries. I told you I was tired. The missionaries, I don't know how long it took, but when these people actually got it, the light bulb went over the head and they saw and they knew God personally, the whole tribe was jumping around and celebrating. Do you know what movie I'm talking about? I can't remember the name.
End of the spear.
It could be something like that. Not the one. I don't think it was the same one where the missionaries got killed by the same tribe, but it could have been, because they killed those missionaries, and then years later, the witness of those people that they killed, it could be. I think you might be right. But I just got goosebumps because I remember my wife showing me that, and here it is. I go, so what are they all excited about? Because they all just got saved. I'm like, wow, that's way better than a touchdown.
Yeah. And that's something else too. You know, there's some really good quality Christian films out there that are very worthwhile checking out. End of the Spear, in case in point. So, in fact, in April here in Knoxville, or in Pigeon Forge, but not far from Knoxville, Kevin Sorbo's having a Rise Up Con, and I think Michael Sweet's going to be there performing, and a couple other people. And then I went a couple years ago, and I got to meet Nikita Koloff, who's a strong believer and has a Christian podcast. If you're into wrestling. And so Dean Cain, who played Superman, he'll be there. So I'm planning on going out there. Pray for us. I'm praying about getting a ministry table, and I'm praying about giving away metal Bibles, and we're praying about getting some shirts made up that we could sell so we could buy more metal Bibles to give away. So pray for us that God opens those doors for us to be able to do more things like that we take the show beyond the internet, and we get out and we press flesh and we meet people, and we get a chance to make a difference in people's lives in real time. So excited about
whatsoever you do as unto the Lord.
Yes. Everything we do it unto the Lord. Excited about 2026. Excited about what the Lord has in store. Bryan, any closing words?
No matter what you're going through, know that God is sovereign and in control. And what he wants is for you and I to surrender our will to him so that we can be walking with him in the spirit.
Absolutely.
So if you walk in the spirit, you won't appease or whatever the will of the sinful flesh. So walk with God every day. Read your Bible every day.
Amen. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Bryan. Thank you, Kevin, for jumping in the comment section.
Yep.
Love you guys. Looking forward to next week when we have a guest. We'll have Metal Mike on, and you're going to love his music. I promise. And until then, have a blessed week, and we'll see you again.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.